just now. I thought you all okay. Right, but got you. We good. Yeah, now it's live everywhere. Because it was not. We are, huh? Okay, we are good to go. Look, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna continue with our show. We're gonna take a real quick break, y'all. Be right back. Two T's, one L, one O, TTLO Radio. We jamming to this new Travis Green featuring Kirk Franklin and John P. Keys called "Hold On." Be right back, y'all.
Would like to say something this Sunday. Let's give him a hand as he comes. Thank you. If I can have your attention, don't mean to waste your time. I like to tell a little story, how I was lost and couldn't find my way. Tell your story. But then I met Jesus, yes, and something started to change. I ain't proud of the past, I'm proud of the fact that I'm not who I was now. I am different. Every part of me, the whole me, has been touched by freedom. Yes, oh Jesus, you got a hold on me, and I felt John, yes sir. Born in North Carolina, outside the county line. Yeah, I came up in the struggle, and on the streets I had to find my way. But that was just a chapter. No, it was not the end. I ain't proud of the past, but I'm proud of the fact that I'm not who I was now. I'm different now. Every part of me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are coming on back. That is, if you have not heard it, that's the new release. New music from Travis Green featuring Kirk Franklin and John P. Key's song is simply called Hold On. If you have not already, go ahead and get to your local streaming service or download or buy it, whatever you got to do to get to it. It's a great, great, great song. I heard it earlier today on the gram, and it's a great song. So come on in and take advantage of that, man. Again, the song is called Hold On. Look, man, as I was saying before, we have a great, great, great show for you today. I'm excited to be here. Again, man, our topic of conversation, we're going to talk about the Chauvin sentence, but we're also going to talk about our main topic for the day is worship is a lifestyle. And here is how to live it. Worship is a lifestyle. And here's how to live it. That's going to be our main topic of conversation for today, man. I am just so grateful to be here today, man. Despite some weird sleeping patterns, weird sleeping patterns. That's the word I'll use this week. I'm excited to be here today, man. But look, we're going to have a good time. But let me give you the rundown on how you can be a part of today's show. If you are already listening on the line, all you got to do is push one. That'll get you to my producer, the best producer in the land, the one, the only LaTanya Michelle King on the other side of the glass, taking all your emails, calls, and chats, keeping me up to date, with what you say back to me. But you push one, that'll get you over to her. She'll get you back over to me, and you'll be live on the air with your boy. If you're listening via Blog Talk Radio, thank you so much to our Blog Talk Radio listeners. If you're listening via Blog Talk Radio, simply dial area code 323-870-4375. That is the call-in number. 323-870-4375 is the call-in number. If you want to email the show, feel free to email the show. You can email the show. It's the TTLO show at ttlomedia.net. That's right. It's the TTLO show at ttlomedia.net. We'd love to hear from you via email. If you want to follow us on social media, that's right. You can tweet the show. Yeah, that's right. You can tweet y'all on Twitter. You should be. You can tweet the show at TTLO Radio. That's right. You can tweet the show at TTLO Radio. That's two T's, one L, one O. TTLO Radio is where you can tweet the show. If you want to follow us on the gram, you can follow us on the gram at TTLO Radio. That's right. Follow us on the gram at TTLO Radio. Same thing, two T's, one L, one O. TTLO Radio is where you can find us on the gram. If you want to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/TTLO Radio, facebook.com/TTLO Radio is where you can find us there. And then the live streams are up and running. I see y'all coming on in the rooms. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor. And what it say? He writes out all my scripture. I heard the doctor say he gives me all my medicine in my room. So come on in. Come on in the room. Say something when you get here. I see the elect lady has already spoke up. God bless you, elect lady. I appreciate our faithful listeners and all of that. So thank you so much, elect lady. It's a few more y'all in here. Come on and say something. Let me know who you are, where you are, and all that good stuff. But we're thanking God for you on today. But thank you so much. Come on in the room. Hit that share button. God bless you, please. Thank you. And thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Hit that share button if you're on Facebook. And then if you're on YouTube, God bless you to our YouTube listeners, our YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much to our YouTube viewers and watchers, I should say. Thank you so much. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the TTLO radio show is on the air. So that way we know you, you know us, we get to know each other, huh? So y'all come on in and hang out with your boy on today. Don't forget too, we are an iHeartRadio partner, which means you can find the TTLO Media Group on your iHeart app. All you got to do is do a simple search for the TTLO Media Group on your iHeart app. When you find the TTLO Media Group, not only will you find the TTLO radio show, but you'll also find Healthy Soul Talk with the one, the only Dr. Kimberly Thomas every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. We wrapped up Men's Health Month. We wrapped up Men's Health Month, man. Great show topics. For 4 weeks, we had great show topics, man. It was really, really good. So I was excited about that, man. So just come on in and join in with her on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Real talk, real issues, real solutions right here on the TTLO Media Group Network with the Healthy Soul Talk Show. And then don't forget my brother, the good pastor from the Faith Works and Vision Church over on the west side of Chicago. Don't forget about my brother over there on the west side of Chicago. He is there doing what he does. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I'm so excited to have him out there with us on today. But God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I'm excited to have him with us, man. It's always a good time in the Lord with him when he's here at the Faith Works and Vision Church. But he has a great show called The Kitchen Chronicles, and you can catch him on Tuesdays. You can catch him on Tuesdays. You can catch him on Tuesdays. Any Tuesday, somewhere around 7:15, 7:30, you can catch my brother, Pastor Harold D. Washington, at the Faith Works and Vision Church. Right there on the west side of Chicago. And then don't forget my brothers and my sisters, you can also catch the you can also, I can't make him stop. I think you can also catch, oh God, this ain't finna go well. I can tell you already. You can also catch the live stream of the historic Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, the birthplace. So God, I would tell him to take it off, but he is a legitimate doctor. He can wear the 3 stripes. Huh? So anyway, you can catch the live stream of the historic. You're not wearing it on camera. You are not. You will not. Just don't even do it. Just stay over there. I'm gonna bring you on officially. Why? Why, Jesus? Why, Lord? Can you let me introduce you the proper way? Can you? What? I cannot.
I'm glad to be here tonight.
I'm so glad.
Will there be one?
Oh God.
Will there be one? Will there be one? Will there be one?
Anyway, you go hang that up and then come on back, please. Thank you so much.
This dress hot.
Man, look, you know that polyester don't breathe. You know it don't breathe. Them twins. Look.
That's why I only have on my slip.
Look, I think the good people of Ebenezer bought me that robe. God bless them. God bless him. Anyway, but you can catch the live stream, the simulcast of the Birthplace of Gospel Music on Sundays at 11 o'clock sharp here on the TTLO Media Group Network, where the pastors, I can't get the man's name out, Daryl in person, is the senior pastor here at the. You don't sit out. Is that warm water? Oh, okay. It's the senior pastor here at the Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, the birthplace of gospel music. All right, look, dog, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a break so I can get him together over here because I wasn't sure if he was coming. So we're going to take a break so he can put his headphones on and all that good stuff. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of, we going to do a little give y'all a little bit of my sister's new cut, Sunny Day. And we'll be right back, y'all. 2 T's, 1L10, TTLO Radio. We'll be right back, y'all.
As the sun hits my face, I can feel the energy flow. I'm alive and that alone is a reason to rejoice. So I thank you for the sunshine, even thank you for the rain. I even thank you for the beauty the sun brings after the rain. Hey, hey, sun. Hello, sun. Shining bright today. Feels so good. Your sunshine makes me feel great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are coming on back. Y'all, we are live in studio again, broadcasting as always from the birthplace of the gospel music, the historic Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, and it is the TTLO radio show. It's Praise Break Friday, and I don't know what better way to have Praise Break Friday than with a long time TTLO family member. He was the prodigal son has returned. Can I say it like that? Can I preach it? Can I preach it like I feel it? The prodigal son has returned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the good doctor from the Second Baptist Church of LaGrange, the one, the only doctor, legitimate for real, earned. Because I have to say, it's a shame you got to say that.
You really do. It's a shame. It's the truth. I mean, it's honestly the truth.
But earned doctorate, Dr. Michael Bernard Henderson, better known as the Cardinal of the Ether Wave. How you doing, sir?
God bless your bones, beloved. We're glad to be here tonight. Glad to be here on the Ether Wave. Have been on the Ether Wave in some time.
Yeah, you come in here disrupting everything.
Hey, it just happened.
You just had to put the robe on?
Yeah, I had to put on that preaching dress.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, Wakanda. yeah, W, whatever the W, what have you. Yeah. And we're glad to be here tonight. I am one of my friends I went to school with, and I went to high school and to college. He came to college.
Oh, Lord.
After I did. Brother Jeffrey, he was riding on his bike or what have you.
Motorcycle?
Motorcycle.
Oh,
that's him. It was him. And someone hit him and just found out that he transitioned. So
wow.
We're in prayer for his family and for all of my brothers of Iota Gamma chapter of Phi Beta Sigma. We're in prayer for you all during this time. So that's a little somber for me. However, we're glad to be here and we're glad to see Dr. and Miss King today. Praise the Lord.
There you go.
Hadn't seen Miss Dr. King, Yeah, I know Big Mama Dr. King, hey, Mama, is listening to us tonight.
Somewhere.
I don't know where she be.
Yeah, right.
Where she be.
We had to go to we went to a visitation before I came here. I went to a visitation for a guy I grew up with. His mom passed away, so I went over to go see them at Mount. You familiar with Mount Tabor?
Which one on?
Ogden, Holman and Ogden,
yeah,
right on the corner.
Yeah, right there.
That's as my great grandma said, that's where the fume gonna be.
That's where the fume gonna be. Okay.
Right. The visitation was
Mount
today.
Tabor, right there on the corner. Yeah,
I ain't never been over there before.
Yeah, on it's on the south side of the street. South.
Correct.
Yeah,
absolutely. You got it. You got it. Yeah. So I had to go over there, man. What's going on, man?
Trying to live. Y'all listen. This here pandemic.
Look here.
And believe it or not, I don't think it's over. Believe it or not, this just in my.
I think the worst. I believe. What about you? I think the worst is over. Meaning it ain't gonna go back to. I don't think we're gonna go back to a complete lockdown again.
I don't think so either. But the problem is there are people that are still not
vaccinated.
Well, and they're not talking about you ain't vaccinated either.
I ain't trying.
Ain't nobody living safe. And you work for the school children.
Yeah.
And you work at the school.
Yeah, they didn't force us.
What is your problem?
I don't. Let me tell you. Want me to share the story with you?
Come on, share the story.
We
are sharing.
So I went to. I got option to do it early on.
Okay.
My school set it up so we could get it done early on, and I had an appointment set up and everything. And what did I do? I just canceled it like the day before. I think.
I think that's the day. Well, for him,
yeah,
it's kind of the day he was supposed to do it, and then the day of the onset of the side effects really weren't conducive for him, and then you keep hearing about all the other symptoms that come around, or side effects like enlarged heart attacks, and everything else.
So I didn't So I didn't go then. I canceled my appointment. They told me I was going to reschedule.
Okay.
So then when I got ready to reschedule, I said, well, I'll just wait. So then I was getting ready to go do the Johnson & Johnson. I said, I'm going to just go get the one shot.
Okay.
And the day that I think I was gonna go was when they started talking about
The Johnson & Johnson.
the Johnson & Johnson. They started talking about the shot
pulled
wasn't no good. That they pulled it for a minute. I said, well, good Lord. I said, Jesus, you trying to tell me something?
Well, you know, the problem is it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
It's uncharted territory. I get it.
It really is. Now, I will admit to you that, and my sister has seen it more so than I have. She said, preacher, since you've had it, you kind of slowed a little bit. I just kind of let it be an old child. I mean, getting older, that's all, you know, and fat. Pray for the pastor. But now, when I took the first one, when I tell you my sinuses and everything acted a plum ninny, it really, really acted up. And then I took the second one, and feel a little bit, blah, 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 blah.
I ain't want to get your note, you know.
Yeah. Don't hit that note, Dwight. Don't hit that note. To all of my friends that may have this, share this with somebody else. And I think that we're going to have to take this. That's like the flu shot, I believe.
That's what that's the other thing too. They're talking about. They're trying to figure out if it's going to be like a booster. Are you going to have to get more than one for a couple of years before they? Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Eventually, I'm gonna go though. I'm gonna go. I think I'm the only. Well, me and Jalen, the only ones that ain't went, right? Because you and Taylor went.
Well, I mean, I was first.
She been. Yeah.
I was first.
She works with the.
Taylor went.
You know, she works at the Arkham Asylum, so you know she.
Okay.
Yeah, when Arkham offered, I would happen to be on the scene, and I ran down there.
And you
got her early.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Junebug.
Me and Junebug, the only ones. Yeah.
These men.
Plus, I had the COVIDs back in in May of 2020 when I turned 50.
That was called getting old. But anyway, yeah. And I like I said, I still believe, and no one can take this from me. I believe in the ending. Okay, so we did it. I believe because we shut down like March of 2019. That when we shut down.
It was March of 20.
Okay,
March of 20.
Okay, March of 20.
20. Right.
Let's go back to October, November, and December
of 19.
Of 19.
Everybody in here had colds
and
that
I mean,
wouldn't
we
go away
shake it
for 2-3 weeks. Normally you down for a week.
Yeah, and you're good.
Everybody in here had a cold that wouldn't go away.
Yeah, I think everybody had. Cause listen, no matter how I tried to shake it and what have you. So I believe that was it then. That's what I believe.
We talked about it because, like, you know, the doctor's offices couldn't. They called it unspecified upper respiratory.
Yep,
exactly. Everybody was having upper respiratory problems.
Yeah, because like I think not to say I had it, like, you know, because I don't now I think about people who say they have had it and who have now taken the shot. I kind of believe that they have it. Like one of my friends, she only smells one smell. She said it does not smell bad. It's not a smell that she likes anyway, but it's like, you know, and she says the brain fog is still another thing. She was never diagnosed, but I think those that, like, you know, those that have had a bout with it, they're having like, you know, what's that
repercussions or what, and I don't know what here it is. You got the rest
Park
of
say he's still having issues.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, Park say he still can't taste certain stuff.
Yeah, and there are people that can't taste nothing and can't smell anything. And I think first of all we're going to have to deal with what comes with the vaccine, and then we're going to have to come with what deals with those who have had it. What, you know, that whole balance, because I believe now one of the things I did do is that I've never been one of those who slept on my back anyway. I always slept on my side or slept up. And I still think what the main thing that was taking people out of here was those respirators. Because your lungs are the most laziest things on your body.
They tried to not put people on respirators. But
but if you listen, I said in my mind, if it so happens that I had it, let me walk around. I may be coughing and walking around, but I'm going to get up and walk because that walking simulates, you know.
I know that's right.
This whole thing. So for those who are still, and I've had people who have gotten vaccinated and still gotten COVID.
We had a lady at the school who had gotten her first shot and messed around and then turned around and tested positive a week or two after she got her first shot. Yeah, and then she was sick for real. And then when you got then you had to get delayed
Right.
because you're supposed to wait 2 weeks for the second shot or 3.
No, it's
So when
21 days.
So when we found out my mom had it, she was fit to go, and they tested her beforehand. So they just told her because you have the antibodies, they told her to wait almost like 2 months before she decided.
Really?
What's that? Not whatever hospital it is, West Suburban.
Wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've been wrong.
Wrong.
Ever since the nuns got it. But they told her to wait to about two months before she.
Yeah. And then with everybody, and especially with us having all these pre-existing conditions.
Well, yeah, that's why they said for us because of all the high blood pressure, diabetes. What's the other one?
High blood pressure, diabetes. We suffer from cholesterol.
That one, hypertension. That one. That's
all
the
of
one.
those things.
All of that stuff.
I think we just have to. Hey, listen.
Did you have any people at the church at Second Baptist that?
Now that I know of.
Okay, that's good. Then.
Now that I know of.
We had quite a few people over here.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
and some deaths.
Okay, we only had some deaths, but some of them had been sick anyway.
Okay,
and so we really didn't have any major anything. But
it took the pastor's father out.
Really?
Yeah, he was fine. He was fine, and he wasn't going nowhere. He was following the protocol. They had they was even having groceries delivered, so they wasn't even going nowhere.
Right,
and he caught it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if it was an airborne.
That was the and I said this because when I tell people about May of 20, I told people I said you have to remember in May of 2020 there was no mask mandate yet.
Right.
They had no social distancing yet.
Right.
They hadn't decreased the size of the people, how many people could be in the store yet.
Right.
They hadn't done any of that, and then they kept saying it wasn't airborne. They kept saying that, and then all of a sudden it was like sometime around June, July was when they finally said mask for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, and by that time, if you got it, you had it.
And I'm still wearing my mask too.
So what do you feel about the Delta variant?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Now that's the one that I.
That's for the one that's for the people that's unvaccinated.
That's the one that might take them out.
That's the one that's going to be they're trying to rush people to if you're not vaccinated, they want you to get vaccinated because this Delta variant that looks like it has 2 forms of it is taking people up out of here.
Yeah, I think that first of all, the problem that we're having is that, and even when talking with my students at school, they were saying, Mr. Henderson, we don't think we're going to take this vaccine. So you have a large conglomerate of people between the ages maybe of 25 and 18 or 17.
That 18 to 25 group that just said they're not going to take it.
They're not going to be bothered, and that's going to be the problem. Yeah, I mean that's mine too. Yeah. I mean, little Michael, they're talking about that, and then also I have God bless her, my sister, who's a cancer survivor. She's kind of leery of that because she's a cancer survivor and she doesn't know. What impact this will have.
The vaccine would have.
Because you have to think about the vaccine. It has different
antibodies
strands.
in it.
One strand was to be active, another one is like man-made,
right?
And so it's dormant, and then
exactly.
So yeah.
So I don't know, I don't know what normalcy is going to look like, and maybe we need to talk about that.
I don't think we'll ever have that though. I think normalcy is always going to be at some point. I think as far as travel, I think we're going to be forced to wear masks. Period.
Oh yeah,
for a long time.
I still keep mine on
for a long time. Yeah,
and especially when I'm going to gas stations and things of that nature, going to the stores or whatever.
Well,
I'm going to continue to wear the mask.
It's the only I got used to wearing the mask. The only time that it became that I think the only time I really got frustrated with it was when we started traveling. When we went down to New Orleans, and you had now you in the airport for 2 hours, and you on the plane for 2 hours, and you in another plane for an hour, and you sitting there and you like good. So after a while you tired of smelling your own breath.
Yes, Lord.
Huh? Because one thing I told the people, if y'all didn't learn nothing else in the midst of this thing,
you learn how to brush and floss
a couple times.
Dr. Tishner's. Ain't
no,
Dr.
not
Tishner
Dr. Tishner.
Yes, sir. You need Dr. Tishner, baby.
Lord,
it'll burn up everything. It ain't like Jesus. Here's I got her with me.
That Dr. Tishner take you right out.
Hey, Bo Diddley, how you doing? Those are my friends from Listen, that decision is to take out everything that ain't like the Lord.
Man, look here.
I remember the first time I took it without cutting it with some water.
Consuming fire. Huh?
My God is real tonight.
You can't even taste nothing. After you
breathe again.
Right. I didn't know you're supposed to put water in that though.
Yeah, you're supposed to cut it with
Oh,
water.
it say big as they put water. It tells you.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you do it, because if you do it, gum everything.
Ooh, just bunning.
If you had gingivitis, you ain't got it afterwards.
You ain't got it, and you can't feel your tongue. You can't feel nothing. You hear what I say? I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, for those of you all that are that are suffering through this thing, bless you.
Yeah.
And I am and y'all, I'm funeraled out. And even though I've become very numb, anesthetized to funerals,
it feels like it's been. We got so used to seeing that number on the screen.
Yes.
With the deaths.
Yes.
But it was just a number until it started getting all of a sudden it started getting closer.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And I mean,
and then it started getting, at one point you was like, oh, okay, man, we up to 300,000, 400,000. Then it was like when it got to 450, but then it was somebody that was four people removed from you.
Exactly.
Then it's 3 people removed from you, and then it's like, wait a minute.
And I've had so many preacher friends too.
It has
pass
killed
away.
more people than the Civil War.
Oh yeah, and
all of them,
but now,
combined.
And here's the thing. The thing about it is this. And my friend Joe Campbell, who pastors on the West Side, he says,
ate up all the oxtail. Go ahead.
Right, exactly. He said something. He said we're going to go back like toward the Roaring '20s because they were coming out of the Spanish flu.
Yep.
And everyone now wants to live, like it may be their last time. That we're traveling more, we're going to places, and this, that, and the other. We're probably bound for a depression, so let's get our things together, what have you. But I agree with him because listen, I'm ready to go. I'm so ran. Matter of fact, I'm going to Florida. I'm driving to Florida. Yes, I am driving.
Are you really?
Yeah. You know what? Let me tell you what happened. I'm going to Florida.
I like road trips.
Oh yeah. I'm going to Florida with my friend Pastor Campbell's family, and I just decided because the last day of school, glory to Him, wonderful Savior.
Oh, I didn't do that. That's too much. Go ahead.
Listen here. Last day of school, listen. I can drive and talk with the Lord and all type of everything. Give me some sunflower seeds and let's roll. And I'm gonna do a couple other trips too. But everybody talking about going to the Maldives and all these places.
Right.
And all this here carrying on and good God and who? Hey there, presence. Hey, Pastor. How you, Ella?
Say who was that?
This is the Reverend Dr. Michael Bernard Henderson, SR period.
From what church?
From the Second Baptist Church of LaGrange, located at your convenience at 26 Washington. Hallelujah. These services are designed for the sick, shed, and bereaved, confined, distress, and all of those who love the Lord. We trust and pray that these services will give you strength to go forward in the faith. Please
Did you just do your mission statement?
Hey, listen. And listen, do you know where I got that from?
And your goal for 2021?
Listen, that is from the Consul of York, who used to be the announcer.
He said, I'm loving him. Pastor, Pastor Person, you got to have him over to preach. That's what you got to do.
And believe it or not, Pastor Person, this church and my church is very connected. Very well connected.
From back in the day.
Back in the day. Very, very connected. So
that article y'all got hanging up in y'all foyer got some Ebenezer stuff
on it.
Does.
It most certainly does. So
we probably need a copy of that.
Oh, hey, come on. Come on. Why don't you come on over? But anyway, yes. So how are you all, the King family? Yes, the King family.
We're well.
We're doing well.
King family.
We're well.
How's Junebug?
He good. 17 jobs. He doing good.
How was his first year of school?
He did good.
He did well, actually. Yeah, we were surprised.
Became an RA.
Yeah, how you an RA and a freshman? You ever heard that in your life?
Hey, listen. Favor ain't fair, but it's free and it's for me. I'll take it. Hey. He used to go there see there. See, they used to go every year. Yeah. And how's Baby Sweet doing over at the St. Ignatius?
Oh, the
children.
She's a genius.
Yes. My pinky in the air child will be turning 17 Sunday.
Yeah, she turned 17.
Yes, she will.
Y'all getting old.
Yes, we
are. I know you ain't talking.
Jesus Christ. My Savior's love for Jesus Christ. Woo!
Yeah. She had a whole grown folks photo shoot.
Okay, so she's going to be a junior?
No, she'll be a senior
Senior
when school starts back. Yes, right. It's the time to flew, sir.
And when you say fair, ain't
Think
fair,
about it.
That tuition is the lowest I've seen in all the 3 years I paid.
Listen.
Think about it.
It's the
We were on the
best one.
air when we found out she got the scholarship.
Exactly.
That was 3
we
years
were.
ago. That was 3 years ago. And that was over at the Kingdom.
At the Kingdom. So you're going to be empty nesters. But anyway.
Yes.
Praise him.
So where's she talking about going?
Howard. She's looking at Howard.
Now,
She will look at University of Michigan.
We want Howard.
And she's going to look
She'll
at...
fit right in.
You got to
and
go
she's
where the
gonna
money
look
is.
at my school as well. She's gonna go where the money
Right,
is
we got to go.
go.
Who's going to pay?
We want
She's with
HBCU.
Chicago Scholars, so they're going to be
Do
looking
they
to get
give
her
any
all
money?
the scholarships.
Well, now, you know what? And I have a student that I am so proud of. This year I worked for Air Force Academy, right off of 36 and Wells.
Oh, I know where you at.
I know exactly where that is.
And I had a ball. And one of the students, Julian, is on his way to Howard, and studious young fella. And I told him we're going to help him with the village and this and that. Because, you know, Howard is about $50,000 a year.
Oh, I'm $30,000 short. I'm $49.99.
But because she is who she is. But now, and also tell her to try Hampton in Virginia. Try to try Hampton. What does she want to do?
She wants to major in environmental science.
Or North Carolina A&T.
Okay.
Yeah, North Carolina A&T.
North Carolina A&T. Yeah, that's
I would prefer or fiscal Florida A&M. Yeah, A&M. Yeah, they have some money. Yeah. So and one of the problems that we're having is, and I still need to say this about, and I need to do it. We don't have guidance counselors like we used to have guidance counselors in school.
I don't get me started.
Okay,
because
This is true because
mine was horrible.
I don't think I'm too fond of the ones at her school. I'm looking like
which is odd.
And I told them, I said she can get all the money, and I need you to go that
way.
I know she can get all of the money.
All the money.
She needs
But she has Chicago Scholars. She did get another scholarship with Chicago Scholars.
Okay.
And so they reach out to other colleges and everything else, and then she's with another program that funds about 6 major colleges.
She needs a Brayley.
That's where the University of Michigan, huh?
She needs a high school version of Brayley that can like talk to the different schools and figure out what's what.
Well, no, this is what she needs.
But she makes sure she puts those branches out there, so she's touching every base that she can.
Listen, tell her the AKA's got scholarships. There are several scholarships that we just really don't tap
I would rather
into.
that she be a Delta.
That's fine. Listen, we'll take that offering.
Yeah, because why you try to push that AKA? I know why you try to push it.
No. I love the Delta DST. You know what? Hey. I love the Delta Sheeran and the Sim Gamma Rolls. Now, baby, they're my people. So I mean,
I know you have it.
But I want. They need to know, especially our children need to know that there are thousands of scholarships out there.
Yeah,
and she works on all of them.
Hey, but she's on top of the norm. You know,
because she can get some academic money.
Oh, she can get some academic
she
money.
She got the grades. She
can get money because she's African American girl. She can get it because that we're gonna give her a West Side address on Wilcox. Glory to God. Praise the Lord Jesus.
That's on Quincy.
Yeah. Quincy, Wilcox, whatever there.
He said, "Pick your poison."
Right. Yeah, pick your poison. Pick your poison. Monroe, Wilcox, Adams, right. Washington Lake, Fulton,
Because it is a game. Because even when it comes to high school, it's based off of where your zip code lands and what number your score was and everything else like that.
And we don't know that.
We do know that.
No. The majority.
The majority don't know that.
Don't know that.
Majority, okay.
Yeah, don't know that.
But that's why I was saying when you said that we don't have the guidance counselors, maybe you had good guidance counselors at Marshall.
Well, let me tell you what I did.
Because we did not have them at Austin.
I stayed in the guidance counselor all the time. What y'all got? Listen, the matter of fact, it's so funny that one of my frat brothers is married to one of my guidance counselors.
What fraternity would that be, sir?
Our fraternity, incorporated, Vanity Scholarship, and love of all mankind. All the aims of our dear fraternity. Anyway, is married to Miss Miller. And baby, I was going to offer. What y'all got? Y'all got internships? What y'all? I need this offering. Come, can you run me that?
Sometimes you got to work off a school's dysfunction, like Elmhurst College, because it's seen as if they're a little bit racist. They offering all the black kids 100%.
And y'all know we got somebody on the board over there. You know, right down the street from us is the Pastor Jakes, but El Bernard Jakes, who's on the board over there at the Elmhurst College.
Did you see the last comment at the bottom?
Hey, all that you know, come on here. 1906. Thank you, Pastor. That's all on Jakes. Yeah. Jakes is on the board at Elmhurst.
I can't put up with more than one of y'all.
I remember they were so, I would just say, thirsty.
Yes.
They needed an African.
Right.
They needed us. They got an MBA program
They
over
need
there.
some tokens.
They got an MBA
Yeah, they
program
needed a
over
couple
there.
of them.
Yeah, and listen.
We take token money.
Yeah, well, listen. Listen, offering. It doesn't make any difference. Don't make it never you mind. And so, unlike Dr. King, I have one more degree in me. I may have two.
What?
I got one more degree in me.
For what? What you for? Huh?
Listen, I'm trying to get into the academy. You know, praise the Lord. Hey,
What you mean? The double doctor? What you trying to get?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doctor.
Oh
Yeah.
hell no!
Yeah.
Let me say that with you quick. Let me say it like Miss Seeley said at the hell no.
You don't want to work for Miss Seat.
If they offering the offering, I'm on my way.
Well, if they gonna pay for it,
Yeah.
Look, I can tell you right now, they can pay me 3 more times. I wouldn't go again.
I go again.
No, I can't.
I'd go. You know what?
I can't do one more night of typing. I can't.
Yeah. So, but I want and congratulations to all of our young people that graduated.
Yeah, the 2021 graduates.
2021 graduates. God bless you all. Thank you all.
We're gonna celebrate ours on Sunday here. The 4th.
Okay.
I think it was 3 or 4. Right?
3.
Right.
It's 3 now. It's accurately 3. Or did you check?
I will make sure again.
Okay, because
but
I know we
it's
said
3.
4, but I know you only got 3 whatever.
3.
But okay.
Hey, we had to make sure.
Right.
And so we're going. So how have you all been? Praise the Lord.
Man,
You all
I'm
on marital bliss, if you will.
You so.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. King. Yes, praise the Lord.
How many more times you gonna say it? That's all.
Oh, listen, baby, I'm gonna listen. This is going to be personified.
When I talked to him the other day, he was like, "Oh, I can't wait. I'm just gonna keep talking about it."
Oh, I'm gonna keep talking about it because at first,
He say it better than me.
listen, at first I didn't put it together. It took me a minute. I said,
If 1 + 1 is 2,
"Yeah."
and 2
I
+ 2
said,
is 4.
"Hell, they should have did that long time ago." Jesus Christ! Yeah. Man,
Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you.
Man, praise
Something's
God.
wrong with you. How's Invisibilina?
She's doing fine. Praise the Lord. And listen, and I'm not talking about getting married again. Y'all gonna have that.
Invisibilina's fine.
Yeah, Invisibilina's fine.
She's doing good. Still,
She and I, when I retire, we gonna find us a nice assisted living facility, and we gonna move. Double bed, please.
He said double bed.
Double bed, please. Double bed, please.
I can't with you.
And glory to God.
I can't.
And,
So let me ask you this: because of the pandemic, I know for you, because you are a traveling preacher.
Yes.
That how did that affect you? Because I'm used to you being gone.
Listen, I'm used to me being gone. It affected me somewhat because I love to go. I'm a social person.
Right. Because you do a lot of revivals.
Yeah, and then now they're picking up again this particular year.
Yes.
But it wasn't just that. It's that I wasn't able to go and travel and see my friends and things of that nature the way I used to, the way I want to. And all of us were skeptical of planes and all this other kind of carrying on. And believe it or not, one of my friends had me to do a job for him when I flew from here to Charlotte, and he picked me up, and I drove from South Carolina to Texas.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
And that was probably really in like May or June
Of this year?
Yeah, and I had to go up around Louisiana because at that time, if you came through the Louisiana, you had to stay around and this, that, and the other, And
wait a minute, was that May or June of 21 or 20?
20.
Oh Lord, yeah, it was
20.
Yeah, no.
It was the height of it.
Louisiana was the.
Oh yeah, it was a hot spot. Yeah,
because we waited till the last minute before we decided to go to New Orleans. But that was in March.
Y'all know I love New Orleans.
It was beautiful.
Listen, I need me an apartment in New Orleans.
Who you telling?
And I'm just being, and the train goes from, and folks don't know the train goes from here down yonder. Oh yeah,
What, the Amtrak?
Yes, Lord.
Did you see the Amtrak is giving like the cars with the suite?
Yes.
They giving them away for nothing.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm on to Boston. Wait a minute.
They
Don't y'all making me because you know I'm
so
on the way.
I'm so serious.
The sleeper cars.
Yes, the whole right. You can get like a whole Yeah, they giving them away.
You done told the wrong person that. You know that, right?
I know, right? I should have told you.
Baby, I'll be preaching on the train. Say man, children. You know. I love if you trust me. If you all have never ridden the train got the Holy Ghost.
I've been on a train in years. My mom used to put us on the train. We took the train to we was going to my great grandmom's in Louisiana, but the train only went to back then. It only went to Jackson.
Yeah, so you had to get off
and somebody drive
pick you up.
Yeah. And that train. But my mama said she'll never get not. Well, it was too many of us with her. Me, my auntie Monique, and my little cousin.
Just the wrong people, you know.
Yeah.
But that train will rock you to sleep.
Oh yeah, you talking about some good sleep.
Oh my God. All right, and I don't know.
It's like extended metro.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if they've opened up the cart where you can go get breakfast and
they did say. I thought the commercial. They said the food carts are there, but you can order stuff in your room if you get the suite.
Hey, God's all right. Come on, let's go. and listen. First of all, and I know how people are. I just love the whole vibe of New Orleans. I love it. I think it's great. I think
you had never been before, right?
Never.
Right.
Listen,
she had never been before, so it was.
You give me some beignets and the hottest coffee in the world. That's some good coffee cheeses and the beignets. I love them. Oh my God. See, people don't know how to do New Orleans. See, what you do is when you get to New Orleans, when you get there, you go and walk around. You go back to the room. You take a nap. Okay, take a nap. Then you wake up about 8:30ish, 9 o'clock. Then you go and walk the streets and enjoy all the scenery.
Yeah, he walked me like a slave.
Oh yeah,
day.
Get a couple of hurricanes.
Really?
Don't tell nobody. Get a couple of hurricanes.
Ain't no wrong to look. It's as often as you do this.
Yes.
Look, communion ain't never hurt
see
nobody.
All that it is to see at about 4 o'clock. Go to the Red Slip or whatever, get you some breakfast, and go home, go to bed, and then do it all over again the next day.
Well, we got there. We left on a Sunday night.
We left on a Sunday.
We left on a Sunday night because we couldn't leave early because we had stuff to do here. So
Right.
We left on a Sunday evening. Caught that late flight out. What 9 o'clock?
Yep.
Yeah, Jesus, right.
Oh, listen, y'all just threw y'all stuff down the hotel and said, let's roll.
We
did.
Literally because we was because we was hungry.
Listen, yeah, that's it. Oh my God.
But he saw me being antsy, and I'm like,
Right, she
he's
started
like,
moving.
you want to go outside? I'm like, yeah.
Right, I'm like, come on, let's go, because she started moving
Listen,
around
let
and
me
stuff.
tell
Like
you,
she got
I
the.
mean, just wonderful.
I was not rocking.
Where did you all stay?
At the oh sorry, the Hotel Intercontinental.
Well, see, now,
the Mr. upgraded me.
but now, watch this.
She said upgraded her.
He upgraded me.
Yeah, you have to. Not down, but
Intercontinental.
But now, you know what? Now, the best thing is not to stay at the major hotels.
Yeah.
It's to stay at some of the off the beaten path hotels.
Well, so
like the Blue and a couple of them.
The Intercontinental, is owned by Holiday Inn owns it.
Yes,
but
which is Hilton. What's the Hilton product?
So it's off of. It's not on. What's the street?
Bourbon or Canal.
Right. It's not. It's off of those streets. But we were like 6 blocks from everything.
Yeah.
But it was perfect.
Was it?
Oh yeah, and then we had the Executive King Suite.
Yeah,
literally
Yes,
King
for the
Suite.
King.
For the King.
Right. I mean, it had enough room where you ain't even have to see the person you was with if you didn't want to.
Hey, listen. See, that's what. Listen. And
You
I
going
love them
over
little
there?
hotels where we say that one they had a saltwater pool.
Oh.
Oh, children. And listen, the best. Listen.
Go ahead.
Y'all, the best steak I've had is called at a place called Dolores Metropolitan Steakhouse. I'll tell you where it is.
It's in New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans, baby. Off of Talented.
It was too much eating to do.
No, listen. That's never too much eating.
We didn't have a bad meal
Until
the last day.
Where did y'all go?
New Cajun Creole.
Cajun Creole Kitchen or something?
Yeah, New Orleans Cajun Creole.
Yeah, it had good ratings and all that kind of stuff. And we went over there, and we went because they had oysters. We were trying to get some more oysters.
Oh, you didn't go to the spot where the
No, we went to Acme.
Okay.
Oh, good, bless the Lord.
Listen,
huh? What you?
Ain't God's all right.
What? Look, I don't look here.
Feel like Homer Simpson.
Huh?
Listen.
Every time, look, it's just like you keep refilling this drink, bring another tray in.
Bring
Another dozen, please.
Listen, matter of fact, bring them on over here. You can make them Rockefeller. You can make
Well,
them
this one, right. This one wanted, look, we were switching up. One time just baked, the other one time Rockefeller. We were going back and forth. Because we had one at one place. Did they have bacon on it?
Oh, glory.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful Jesus.
Right next to Acme.
Right, it was the place next door.
Oh, wonderful Jesus.
They put bacon on it. And then one put crab. They put crab.
That was Luke.
Luke's put lump crab. Glory to him, huh?
Listen, now you ain't had one until you go to Key West and have it with caviar. Oh!
Now, is that
You got caviar money?
is that a grilled oyster or is that raw?
No, that's raw. But
I don't see. I can't do that.
He can't do raw.
But
I ain't doing it.
Oh, it
Got caviar money?
What kind of caviar you use?
Woo!
It wasn't beluga, was it?
It wasn't that. No, it wasn't.
It couldn't because that was right.
Petroleum beluga. No, petroleum.
Because that beluga is. How you?
No, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what it was, but now he told me. He said, "Try this." I said, "Yeah, try it." I said, "More, please."
Is there more?
Is there more?
No, what you say? The duck, what the penguin? When you say more, please.
Oh yeah, the little thing. Remember Chili Willy from Tom and Jerry?
Yeah,
More butter, more syrup.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Oh yeah, now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a great time.
When you go back, I'll tell you.
And we tried. Wait, because we was gone. We left Sunday, and we was coming back Thursday because we wanted to be back in time to do Dr. Thomas's show.
Okay.
But then we looked around and we said, well, let's see if we can stretch this out to, to Saturday.
Hey.
And so she had found good flights. Like they was going to let us push the flight back, right?
Okay.
For little or nothing to push the flight back. Doggone hotel almost doubled in price.
Yeah, because of the weekend.
I said, my God.
The best time to travel is that
During the week.
Yeah, that Monday through Thursday.
That's
thing.
That's what we.
And I don't have any problems with that sugar.
I didn't either, really.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with that sugar.
Yeah.
You didn't have any beignets?
We didn't make it to
Cafe de Mart?
We went in there past it, but we didn't go to get that because we was full by the time we got over there.
Listen, baby, you have to have the beignets.
I had a listing of restaurants.
She's a planner, so
Right.
Everybody telling me where to go, where they went, and everything else like that. So,
but the food was amazing. The food we got the first day at some little diner. I don't even know where it was. Some little diner on the side of
the road.
But the best story though. So wait,
here you go.
we had ate real good, fat, had drank a little much,
if you will.
oh my God, that's your story.
Walking back to the hotel, got drinks in hands and leftovers from the restaurant.
Yes.
So I'm walking, and all of a sudden this lady just holler, tamales.
Right.
Wait
a minute.
I thought she had a cart or something. Why was the back of her trunk open?
And they probably was delicious.
Look here.
I bet you they was great.
First of all,
I bet you they was great.
First of all, she say, "Oh, it's $4." I said, "Oh, okay, $4." And I'm like, "All right." So I was like, "Yeah, we'll take two because we thinking,
tamales up to him. Fool them, Jesus.
It was as big as this.
See what I'm saying?
Thick as this here. One big tamale swole up. Look,
that's so fat.
as soon.
It was fat.
It was
delicious.
Man, it was chunks of chicken.
That's what I'm talking
And
I'm like,
potatoes.
and potatoes.
We
What
ain't never
kind of
had that before.
Just full.
See, that's what I'm talking about. 'Cause I'm a foodie.
Yes,
I
sir.
love
Food
it.
too.
I love
Yes,
it.
sir.
I think it's great.
The breakfast was great. I mean, you just couldn't go wrong.
Yeah, I mean the food in New Orleans is especially going to the right places.
Yeah.
You have to go to the right places.
Yeah.
When I stumbled upon this place, Dolores Metropolitan, and when you walk in, they got the steaks hanging up.
Oh, bless it.
I said, oh,
the aged ones.
yes,
Yeah, because they're
Jesus.
aged.
Yeah, they're aged, if you will, if you please.
You gotta have a little.
Yeah,
You have to know something about aged steaks.
Here it is. A little rank on it. Just put it that way. That's really what it is.
Dry aged.
Yes, no, the rank is wonderful.
That's the one where we didn't know no better. We threw it away in the refrigerator because it sat out too long.
No, honey, that's right. Did the right thing. Got to get a hold to it. slap some butter on that thing, baby.
It'll be a Solomon and Manila, as the kids
Yeah,
say.
Solomon and Manila. You know how to cut that off, baby. But that age just did something.
But that dry aging, it's different than it being old in your refrigerator. That's two different things.
And what they do is they make on Fridays. They open for lunch, and what they do is they take all the cuts from the steaks that they didn't use, grind it together. Best tea burger I've ever had in my life. And you know, I just Jesus. Y'all listen.
That's good. Though.
Yeah.
Good.
So I'm glad you all have been good. Where you all? First of all, where you all on your way to now?
Well, we was plotting Memphis.
We still plotting.
We plotting Memphis.
We can try that.
Well, that's already in the plan.
Yes.
He say, "Let's go."
That is the plan.
Where we going?
We going
soon.
Yeah.
There's a place that y'all need to go eat called Chow Tai.
Chow Tai.
Yeah, the man is black but married a Chinese woman, and on this side is Chinese food, and on this side he got neck bones and hot water cornbread.
Oh, that sounds great. Let me write that.
I think it's called Chow Tai. Look it up. I think it's called Chow Tai or Chow Babies on Hatch Cross Road.
She gonna find it.
I'll find it.
Oh yeah, baby. They go to Tops Barbecue and get your barbecue sandwich. With extra soy.
What's the rib? I want to definitely go to the rib place.
You want to go to Interstate?
Is it Rendezvous? Or,
Rendezvous, yeah. Rendezvous.
That's the one.
I haven't tried that in a long time.
That's the one that's got the big pit in the middle, and the meat just on there when you walk. Yeah.
But then you all need to go down to Bill Street, and then take my shoe. And then you need to drive down 61 to go to Sam's Town and all those places down there.
Okay.
You know the place of ill repute. Every 30 minutes away.
Of who?
Of ill repute.
What's going on over there?
Gambling halls. Anyway.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Of ill repute. Of ill repute.
That's when I need everybody's cash out.
Now, how about that? Right, exactly. First of all, don't fool Cash App no more, Zell. Anyway, we know because Cash App mess around and get a refund. Like I'm gonna get that back from you, real quick. Right. I mean, no.
Yep, Chow Time Buffet and Grill.
Listen, baby.
Told you she was gonna find it.
Let me tell you something. That hot water cornbread, them neck bones, them collard greens, the sweet potatoes. Oh my God. They Chinese rice, the egg rolls. Oh my God. Jesus.
Is your place still open?
Which one?
On 25th. The restaurant you took me to. Warsaw's or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's still open.
Yeah, it's open.
They still open.
Yeah, but ain't nothing better than Tony's though, baby. Tony's.
Tony's.
Y'all ain't been to Tony's?
What's Tony's?
Oh, baby.
You talking about your Chinese food
No, he
place?
talking about Chinese food.
No, I'm not talking about Chinese food. I'm talking about food. They're on the corner now of Maple and Ogden. Go in and get you some pork chops, baby. Go in and get them old grilled pork chops. Hear me?
Maple and Ogden. That's
by me.
I know. Yeah.
They used to be further down. They got the cow on top of the whatever. But listen, go in there.
I know what you're talking about. I ain't never been in there.
Go in there and ask. Hear me? Go in there and ask for the grilled pork chops. They'll give you 3 pork chops about as big as my hand. And you're going to pay $15. Hear the pastor, children. I didn't get fed by osmosis.
He didn't get, I love it.
Listen here.
You sound like me. I ain't get this way because I ain't no salad eating shit.
Now, I eat the salad, but they got to have a whole lot of other stuff on there. Yeah, the Tony's. The Tony's not, yeah.
Salad is a star.
And you know what? Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you what got the Holy Ghost.
Here we go.
I didn't know about it.
Get his key ready, y'all.
Listen,
Get his key.
Brunch got the Holy Ghost.
I've been to brunch.
Let me tell you something.
What's at the brunch?
Honey.
I think I only been to one in my
It
whole
depends
life.
on where let me tell you something.
I was at a bougie brunch, so that's probably why I didn't enjoy it.
Brunch. One of the things the pandemic has taught me is brunch.
That's what you learned.
Do I have a witness out there?
That's what you learned in the
Let me tell you something.
Brunch.
Brunch got the Holy Ghost. Brunch got the Holy Ghost of God. Just find you a good place that got a brunch. I mean, a good brunch.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what time y'all at church right now? Pastor, what time y'all let him out of here?
12:30.
Oh, y'all in good time. I think I'm going to move my service up an hour. Anyway, but listen, brunch.
You already started at 9.
No. We were starting at 11 o'clock before the pandemic. I think we're going to move to it.
To 10?
Yeah,
okay.
And then also because at 11 o'clock it's so flooded on the ether wave and this and that.
Y'all go. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. But go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about that too.
Brunch. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, Jesus. Brunch is serious business.
You're not a brunch person.
You know what it is? I went to a brunch at what's the place with the concerts that today ain't got no seats.
House of
Re-
Blues.
House of
Revenue?
Blues.
Oh,
House of Blues. And they, I
Oh,
went
you really? The church brunch.
one of those before. It was all right.
They've changed it a lot.
This was back.
Back in the day.
This was 14, 15.
Oh,
Something
no. You trying that. Listen, baby. You need to go to, what's my place? First of all, I found a little quaint place I got to tell you about it. On the corner of Montrose and Levitt.
I'm waiting for him.
It's called LG's or what have you. Listen, her restaurant is probably no bigger than this right here. But when I tell you that girl got a shrimp and grit over there,
Not grits.
a shrimp and grit,
Just
a shrimp and grit. Got a French toast with walnut and caramel syrup.
oh Lord, that's right up her alley.
Oh,
Right up your
sister.
alley. You like all that extra
Sis
like
Kane?
whipped cream.
I
And
like bananas
all
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That girl, and she got salmon with crawfish in it.
Find me a place with good salmon croquette.
Now, the only place, now, I only know
Y'all
two
have had
places.
this discussion before. 'Cause
Yeah.
you told him where to play.
Listen, the bus barn on the corner of 7th and 9th and Western. Right there by the bus, when the bus turned around at.
Angela
right there.
says someplace called Tropical Times got Jamaican oxtail. He said, "Oh, I want to go." Tropical Times. Where's that at, Angela? I ain't
Yeah,
never
tell
heard
It's on
of
the
it.
south side.
Is it?
Is it?
You heard of it? Tropical
Yeah.
Times? Oh, I ain't never heard of it.
Now, let me tell
I mean,
you
I didn't know y'all was like. I mean, I just really found out in the last 10 years, maybe less, that this whole oxtail thing. Because you wasn't an oxtail eater until you went to Gurney or Grays Lake or wherever you
Yeah,
went.
because the pastor,
You wasn't eating like that.
Pastor Ray E. Williams' mama was the one who turned me on to oxtail.
Let me just explain something to you. Gladys Anderson, which is my oldest sister, lives in Milwaukee. I live in Milwaukee. That girl would always make
You said this one's in
oxtails.
North Lake, but there's
Oh.
one on South Side.
Is it?
Oh, okay.
Well, keep
Yeah.
on going. Keep
Yeah,
talking.
and she'd make oxtails, and I thought they were just ridiculously wonderful. And so oxtails is just quintessential. But you can't be hurrying up eating them, baby. You got to. And Tony's has oxtail stew every other Saturday.
Every other side.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand
And
because
let me tell you something.
'Cause
And
what-
when I tell you they give you a bowl of oxtails in the soup.
Because what did Darius's shirt say? He had a hat and everything.
Make
It said,
oxtails
Make oxtails
oxtails cheap again.
You might well say make chicken wings of it.
Look here.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, this has become a foodie show.
Hey, I know this is church, and this is still church.
Go
Let me
ahead.
tell you what happened. I went to a said restaurant, which will remain nameless.
Okay.
And I went to get some chicken wings, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they said because of our provider,
Angela.
I got to do the bone baby. Yes, Lord. They said because of our those who provide for us,
The supplier.
it's going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. All right. What they do is you get your order,
Mm-hmm.
and my order was like about $16, and that's including tax.
Mm-hmm.
And that was for I order 6 wings and I order 4, so you know where I went to. But then they tack on an extra 20% onto the overall bill.
Wow.
Why don't you just put? I know there's a chicken wing shortage.
Just change the price, period.
Just change the price, boo.
You ain't got to.
And if I want to buy it, I want to buy it. If
Right.
I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
First of all, now y'all know the West Side and the South Side got this thing going on with y'all.
Chicken.
So I ain't gonna tell y'all where I went, but you already know where I went. I just said it. I won't go again.
Wait, what side of town was you on?
I was on the South Side. I was on 35th Street.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
I won't go again.
Yeah.
Well, you should go to her. I'm sorry.
He was,
you
on,
should.
he was on 35th Street.
I know where he's.
So
you
he
should
was
go
over here.
to the other stores that are not affiliated but carry
No,
the same name.
He ain't talking about them. He
Who's
talking
he
about the South Side people.
He's talking about the people or the chicken?
The South Side people.
The South Side people.
He talking about
Okay.
the South Side people. He ain't talking about the West Side people.
Oh,
I'm about
okay.
the South Side people.
Yeah.
Because it's South Side people, on 35th,
Yeah, because it's
off
one
of
over
Indiana.
there. It's one over there.
And the only reason I went there is because it was close to the schoolhouse. Because everything's close to the school. But now, if you really want to eat, now go over to the Pearl's place because them children going to feed you over there.
I tried to tell him, but I don't think that's going to be his speed.
I went to Pearl's for, I met Aaron and Renee there for breakfast.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Way back.
You
But
said
it wasn't Pearl's.
Angie's. You said, the peach place.
Oh, Peaches.
I'm in
For breakfast, yeah.
Because if you was at Pearl's, I'm surprised
Peaches.
you didn't run out
It was
and be like,
Peaches.
oh, Lord.
It was Peaches.
But let me tell you something. Them children make some omelets and things over there at the Pearl's place. And then, if you feeling it, you can go on there and get you some chicken meat and some
Because what's his name took me over there?
Who that?
The father-in-law to the mother here, the mother-in-law.
Somebody took over there.
Right, I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about.
How old am I? I'm going to remember what you're saying. The father-in-law to the mother-in-law.
A whole chicken wing.
The one that got you
Yes,
here.
there's a
The
high.
one that got
Ricky Guyton.
Yes.
Ricky
Yes.
Guyton took you over there.
Yes.
Oh, when you was doing the pulpit
Yes.
committee thing. Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So,
right.
yeah, they got good food.
Okay.
I mean, they have very, very, very good food. Anyway, and so, talking about this while we're on the subject, so how are you all, because I've had to explain to Second Baptist that we have I got a whole committee about this, a whole group about this, about technology just being a part of church, period.
So I was about to ask you. So I know for you, prior to the pandemic, you weren't streaming at all.
Right.
Right. But you had to find a way.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So for us, we were streaming prior to the pandemic almost the way, well, Ebenezer was already streaming, but they were streaming like the way you were set up with just the tablet.
Right.
And that was it. And then we advanced it to put more production behind it with all the different
All
stuff
the
and
accoutrements,
cameras
if
and
you will.
the accoutrements. The
Yeah,
accoutrements.
accoutrements.
That word, accoutrements. See.
Only people with doctorate degrees will use the word accoutrement.
Well, all the stuff.
You right. Say stuff.
All the stuff.
Accessories. How about
Yes.
that?
Accessories, if you will.
But so we did that, and we are going to continue, like the online portion of the service. It's only going to continue to get enhanced.
Yes.
Now we are back in service now.
Okay.
We're back, but we're going to continue to do. But it's still you have to get the members have to get used to it.
Yes.
Because it's a situation where you got different cameras and tripods everywhere, and people have to be mindful. If it was a bigger camera, like a full,
they would know. Yeah, they would
would
understand.
like, okay, let me not walk in front of that. But
Right.
see, they see this tripod and be like, oh yeah, and now you got me up to my some move.
Right.
Right.
But we're about to enhance ours, and it's going to be a part of our lives.
Absolutely, because there are going to be some people who won't come back immediately.
Exactly.
This year.
Yes.
Right.
And maybe not next year.
Yeah, maybe not come back until after the new year.
Exactly.
Yeah. Spring of 2022.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what about Butterfield? Grits. Now we're gonna talk about grits in
a minute.
In a
Right. But for us, yeah, it's been that. Our biggest thing is the thing that we got to get it ready now is Sunday school. So Sunday school is still done. We use a conference call for Sunday school. And so that's the deal going forward because some of those people may stay at home still.
Yes.
So my thing is, because you could do it via Zoom, you could do it via whatever. But my thing is, even if you bring Sunday school back physically, those people that want to stay home, you keep the conference call on because they can just turn it on and sit there.
Well, I don't believe I'm going back to Bible study in person. And let me tell you the reason why.
Okay.
I can do so much on Zoom.
True.
Because at the church, I don't have any projectors or anything like that. I can put up notes. I can do all of that.
That's true.
On Zoom.
That's true.
And I really, and for Bible study, I usually have about 20 people, maybe
on Zoom.
I'm on the call.
Yeah, you do the call too. Right,
Yeah.
right.
So just for that, I can do all of this when we can go back and forth. I think that's what we're going to do now. With church school, we're still kind of work that out. They had to do it on Friday. They do it on Friday. But I like the idea of doing Bible study Zoom because There may be somebody, you may have to do this, that, and the other. You want to be a part of Bible study. You can go on your phone. I'm on my Bible study. And I can go back and I can look at it.
That's true.
So I think when it comes to that, I'm going to keep that where it is.
I think if any church decides to revert back to exactly what they were doing before, they're crazy.
Oh, no. I don't think you can do that.
You not and survive. Oh, no. Because I know for some churches, it was a big change. We talked about this a couple of weeks back. I had kept saying I was going to check and check and check. I was going to check on your people at the Greater Harvest because, they used to having a 85-piece choir, but you can't really have all them folks.
Yeah, they've
now
thinned
they don't.
it out.
Now they only have. When I checked last time, it's about maybe 12, 13 folks up there.
Yes,
scattered.
Right.
And that's it.
And I mean that's what. And we're going to ensembles now.
Yeah, if you get into chorales or
which is
praise
fine.
teams, but if you can,
which is great.
Yeah.
I just and that's why I was talking about changing the time.
You just gonna move up some because you were starting exactly at 11.
I was starting exactly at 11.
So we were at 11, and then when Pastor Person came, he moved us up to 10:45. Which was fine, and then but we were still here for that long extended. But when you guys were at pre-pandemic, how long was your service lasting?
At the most, an hour and a half.
When it was pre-pandemic.
So
y'all started at 11.
Yes.
And y'all was out by
12:15, 12:30, and it is because and I want people to understand and to hear me. One of the things the pandemic has taught us is to take all the extra out of service.
My God, today. And you realize you ain't missed nothing.
You're not missing anything. Listen, and I don't think, prime example with me, I despise dead time in service. I think it's
dead air.
Awful.
I wish I had a whitney.
I think it's just awful. And so, we don't have any announcements now because ain't nothing going on.
Right.
Or I'll say something about it. Listen, here we can get up, and I think we're going to have to kind of treat being online like broadcast service.
Because that's what it is. That's literally, if you go back to the old ship.
Yeah, that's how I do my whole thing.
But I mean, I get the broadcast service. Don't say it wasn't anything negative.
Come on.
Okay, so right.
You know what?
So the broadcast service. What was different there was, the older crowd, was not used to the lights and everything else like that. And they felt, and they weren't ready. Mm-hmm. Right now they have, I would say they have adjusted. And of course you got other people here and everything else, in the service as well. But the next follow up is, what I have noticed is, we'll have the streaming numbers and the same streaming numbers are some of the people that's in the church. I'm like, why are you on your phone?
Well, that's going to be the adjustment.
That's going to be the adjustment. That's the distraction. That's the distraction. You know what? If it's soaring the Facebook numbers, if it's giving, if it's changing the algorithm and everything to put the church out there, that's great and that's fine and everything else like that. Like you said, taking the necessary emptiness out of there, because what was happening with regular church was you were letting the adults up to to free their legs and to mingle, and then you have to corral them back,
right,
and everything else like that. Now and say now, come back to your seats and everything. So everything is lickety split, which is fine and everything else like that. The only thing I just have is looking at a bunch of cell phones. Are y'all gonna look up?
Yeah, because you see that from the balcony
pay attention
when you're in
everything. Yeah. That I see phones on. I'm
I think you're going to see that because it's a phenomenon for some people.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's due to them.
It's a fidget. Our phones are fidget toys and everything else like that. So anything if we're uncomfortable or a lot of people don't like to do a lot of eye contact and everything else like that. So or they may feel like damn, you talking to me, I'm gonna just look at my phone. I can at least say when they are looking at the phone, they're looking at the service, and at least they're not playing the game now.
Yeah, and here it is. Like my friend Charles says,
is that
the
Bible. Go ahead.
To engage the online audience, you ask your in-person congregation to share, and so that's what happens.
But that's the problem. It's you want them to share, but then you still need, because see what'll happen is
They'll share and
They're
keep on
share,
looking.
and now they're engaged here, and they're not engaged here.
But you know
Right.
what?
So they're treating it like they're still sitting at home.
At the house.
So you have to,
Right.
they have to be retrained.
They have to- Now y'all, now children, now listen, we here. Now y'all, come on.
Right, because I need your amen here.
Right, I need to man here. And so I think
Because they'll forget to say it.
They will.
They forget to
and
say
you know what?
it.
And
You have to,
listen,
like, hey.
and here it is. Let me tell y'all something. If I don't get no amens, I brought my own with me.
Well, we
hear
know
me?
you. Let me tell y'all something right now about Michael Bernard. I'm sorry, Dr. Earned. I have to put that up there. You know what they need to start doing? Put an
Earned.
EDR.
Yeah, right. Earned,
What you
yeah.
got an EDR? Earned
yeah,
doctorate,
yes,
right?
it will.
I already knew when I set up Michael, because I went out to set up Michael's stuff for his
Thank you,
online
Jesus.
broadcast.
Thank you, Lord.
Right.
I appreciate it.
When I went to set up his
in
stuff.
Junebug.
And Junebug,
And Junebug.
right, exactly. And what's your sound guy?
That's Semi.
Semi.
Yeah. Who graduated from high school. So
Did he?
Yes.
Oh, so he finna get ready and go.
I think he's going northeastern, north.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I said I already knew because I know Michael. Michael can preach in here if ain't nobody in here. Mike can go out there in the empty
go.
sanctuary right now.
Let's go.
And just go. Because
Let's
that's who he is. But it was an adjustment for people who were not used to it.
Right, exactly.
I think the only thing that saved me was this. Because I do this.
Right, exactly.
So I'm used to not
So-
having nobody.
But for my friends, slap
Yes.
your neighbor, touch your neighbor.
Oh, yeah,
Can I get a
They
witness?
were struggling. I saw. I
Let me tell you
watched.
something. On Sunday morning, and come on, children. Listen, I'm fine.
We know.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, all the extra, and I told him Morgan said it. Listen, it's taking away all this extra. They want to hear the book.
Well,
Here we go.
we've been forced to revert to good teaching.
Yes.
And I said this early on, the smoke and the mirrors, all that
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
got put aside.
All that gone.
Your wonderful praise teams or whatever you had, or all that production.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, now because and I said this, a lot of folks got exposed. A lot.
A lot of folks. Hey, Rico man, they're down in Mississippi. A whole bunch of
A
folks.
lot of folks got exposed because now it's just you.
Listen, it's you in the book, baby.
That's it.
And if you ain't got your lesson,
Come on, sir. As my mama likes to repeat all the time, as Pastor Marvin E. Wiley say, make the book talk.
make the book talk. You got to bring your lesson, baby.
Come on now.
And you can't be looking at G.E. Patterson and then coming to preach his sermon because we done synced it already.
What'd he say again?
And then I'm repeating myself and being
Say it
redundant,
from
if you
your
will.
chest.
He said
You cannot watch G.E. Patterson and then come preach his sermon word for word because we done synced it already.
That's what I thought he said.
That's what he said.
You need a fresh word, children.
Yeah, and folks, and here's the deal too. This is part people need to understand. You got a new audience.
You got a whole new audience.
And see, folks when I'm at church, I'm at church.
Yes.
And I'm listening just to you.
Yes.
But see, now I'm at home, and when I turn on Facebook,
Come on.
before I can even get to my church, I'm
Come on.
scrolling past some
A
others.
whole bunch of
Don't
them.
let them catch my attention first.
It's over. and we have, listen, Alicia Henderson, my mama, Michael McDowell, my daddy,
Oh, Lord.
my Aunt Anita, my Aunt Carm. I have a whole nother group of people
Yes.
who are regular church members.
Right.
online.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure. I mean, and I know we're gonna mess up this and the other, but you got to have some word, baby.
Yeah.
It got to be some word somewhere. So
Yeah, you have to, and I think it forced us. I know for me, and I can only speak for me. I know for me, it when those times came, it was like you got to teach now.
yeah,
You can still preach.
yeah. But open up your Bibles and look at here.
Right.
All right, y'all got it. It's Fred K.C. Price. Open your Bibles and we're going to look at the gospel according to and we're going to thank the Lord for you being here. This evidence of what God is doing for us. Yes.
Fred K. Price.
Yes, sir. He's going to be good now.
But no, because what you find happening is, some people couldn't deliver a word without having,
Fluff.
right, because with you, you didn't even have a musician.
No, my music. Listen,
You got up there just raw.
Who? Let's go, boo.
You got up there just with
Let's go. Hey, listen, we get up there. Shine on me, Lord, shine. Y'all sing, y'all on the ether wave. Y'all on the phone, y'all sing.
Come on, sir. Come on.
Let the light come on, children, from the light. And listen, acoustics at my church are wonderful.
Yes.
So I can hear myself.
Oh, they're over here.
Shine on me, shine. And let's roll. Yeah, it is teacher season, Rico. It's teacher season. Listen, and so let's roll. So,
yeah.
And believe it or not, we're not fully back in church, and we're going to do first and third Sundays for July and
Yeah,
August.
you told me.
Because people are traveling and this and that, blah 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 blah. So by September,
Because y'all come back. You coming back full September?
Yeah, full September.
Because that's National Back to Church Sunday.
It really is.
And so I know quite a few people are going to do that. I think one of my mentors, Keith Gordon, over at Love of Christ, he said because he ran out to school.
Okay.
But for him, I talked to him and he was telling how some churches were concerned about their offerings and stuff like that. He said,
"We're doing all right."
Wait a minute. He said, "Hey, they offering increased.
Look, we're doing pretty good."
Wait, they offering increased.
And listen, and I still don't have online giving.
You sure don't got no. What is that?
Hey, listen.
Okay,
you know what?
We talk about that after.
Sometimes you have to have somebody else to present it.
Oh,
so they can grab a hold too.
Okay,
they done got it now.
Okay, got it. But yeah, man, you that he told me that they not only never had a down part. They increased, and then because they weren't paying the rent at the school weekly, so all that money got.
Okay, then how about pastor's wife first? Yeah, now my wife didn't have to step up and do too much of anything.
Invisibly.
She was at home support.
Yeah, she was at home.
She was at home. She was to help me.
Yeah, she was to help me. But and some pastors have had to get their families to listen. Son, work this camera. Daughter, do this right here.
Man, get that boy next door. Come here.
Yeah, come on over here. Listen, even little Michael. Mike, come over, push play, and push stop.
On this CD player.
On this here CD player.
Right.
And on this here thing, on this here Facebook thing. Hit it.
Hit live.
All right, when you get through to that, yeah. I mean, so
yeah,
it has been, and I am grateful, no offense to anybody, that the church has been put back into the right hands where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord. Thank you.
That's a lot of churches are not going to reopen. Like they didn't survive.
Yeah. And I think that's sad.
It's sad, but I also believe
it's just the nature of the beast.
Okay.
When you say it, it's like it's a twofold.
It is
because a lot of churches are.
Some of them should have been closed.
When we talk about the being funny, if there was ever a zombie apocalypse and everything about how stuff deteriorates, and I think about that in terms of kingdom and how everything has, because it's sat so long.
Yeah,
a lot of things change for that building.
Wait,
and everything. Yeah, what y'all gonna do now?
Nope.
Yeah. It was like almost the equivalent of letting weeds grow.
This is the story of two sisters, Jessica Campbell and
you know what?
These are the Tates and these are the Campbells.
Oh my God!
Soap.
No, he did not do that. The
Yes,
soaps.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
I mean, but now, and all of this, you had to jump on it right quickly.
Yeah,
you had to jump.
You
still had to maintain too.
Yeah,
if you didn't have a structure in place,
you needed maintenance.
Yeah,
if you didn't have a structure in place, you had to jump on it right away.
You had to jump.
Yeah.
And so,
a lot of people forgot the maintenance. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people forgot the maintenance.
They say if we ain't got to be down there, we ain't going.
The devil is a lie.
But you got, but that's a lie. Like you forgot these toilets need flushed.
Yes. Need to be flushed.
Something you left in the refrigerator
need to be taken out.
It needs to be taken out and everything else like that. So you forgot about you forgot about it because we were hunkering down.
Because the wintertime came, and you forgot to go down there and run some water. You forgot to turn some heat on. You forgot to do a whole lot of stuff. Yeah.
One of the great things is that when the pandemic happened, I have some people in the area that said, "That pastor, listen, we know we ain't supposed to be in here, but we're gonna come to church because that's what we know, and we're gonna be around here." And the deacon made sure it was clean. They were there. Sometime it was the three of us. Sometime it was 5.
Yeah.
Sometime it was 10.
You got a good
sometime
crew.
whatever.
You got a good crew.
And so they said, "Hey, this is the part." And I've even had other people to come. All right, and because our church is so big, y'all sit over there. All right, hey, all right, good. All right, give me a sweet. I mean, you still had to stay connected.
Yeah. Yeah, even when when we came down to work on your sound,
Yes.
When me and Jalen came over there, the deacon came in because they was working on some other stuff.
Yes,
while we was in the building working on your
yeah,
sound.
right.
So it's just it's all about if you weren't prepared, y'all weren't prepared for the streaming, but
baby,
your people didn't hesitate.
They said, "Pastor, what we
got
to
get?"
I say, "All right, blah blah blah, let's roll." And we even had to tell AT&T, baby, put us another one of them.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Jesus.
Put it up there.
Yes, Jesus.
And matter of fact, probably get another one put in the balcony. Well, Pastor, whatever you need to do. All right, let's go.
It might have to.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So,
but you know what though? I remember because I was on Facebook still because I didn't take my sabbatical off Facebook until July of 20. But I was on and I would turn on your service and you would instantly, because people know you anyway.
Right.
But because it was under Second Baptist, they didn't always see it.
Right. Exactly.
Right. So we made a point. I know we did, and Latanya did too. We shared it on TTLO.
Yes.
And then pushed it out.
There you go.
So that because then all of a sudden I'm watching like, oh wow, like so I would turn it on like when I'm at home getting ready because you started at 9:30.
9:30.
Yes, sir. So I'm about to get. I'm getting dressed.
Listen, you would hear, what is this?
Right. That's your cut.
I feel deep inside. Listen, baby. He keeps setting my soul on fire. That's my cut. Listen,
that's it.
I don't own the rights to that music. But listen, yeah. Listen.
Right, because they will snatch it down.
Listen, exactly.
He's singing it too good.
Right, don't sing it in the right key now.
Yeah, right.
Snatch this down too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like you have been muted in the Netherlands.
All right, exactly.
Yeah, we get muted in Zimbabwe
Israel.
all the time.
I will take it.
They come
it makes me love my energy. Listen, baby.
Canada.
Yes, sir.
Botswana.
No,
That's Botswana.
Did you have other? I know quite a few folks that never even got it was months. Like you got your stream up maybe about a week or so.
Yes.
A couple of weeks afterwards.
Yes.
Some people were months before they did anything.
The goodness of it is that I had you and others to say,
right.
All right, now this is what you need to do. Because I'm honest with you, I'm not technically savvy.
No, right. No.
Yes, but I got people that are.
Yeah.
So they can tell me what to go get this, and this.
Oh,
and this and
I
that.
made a point. I called you. I know Parks was already trying to do it. I reached out to the people that I know didn't have anything prior to.
Yes.
Right, because I told Parks, I said, man, look here, I don't want to see you on Sunday with your phone on the thing, looking up your nostrils.
Yes,
I told him, I said, look, now we gotta do something else.
Do something else.
Right. So I made some calls because the people that I know, but then there was some that never even closed. I found out. I know
some people that the Lord didn't tell me to close the church. Let me just explain something to you.
But watch this. Didn't have one episode. Didn't have no breakout.
But the Lord
I don't believe the Lord. Right.
Listen, here it is. Because I'm in the suburbs.
Yes.
That's my problem.
Oh, well, yeah.
You can get away with it in the city.
Yeah, you suburb. Now we see some. You got how many cars?
How many cars out there? We see people going in there, and maybe they come up in there, and maybe they slap something across that door. Clap. No, I wasn't doing that.
Fine.
Because I was not doing that. And then my congregation is an older congregation.
Like here.
Yeah. And I just didn't want any abrupt, and even now we're only doing funerals for our members.
Yeah.
We're not having it out.
We didn't even do.
It's a lot. That's a lot of work.
We didn't even do early on. Well, we didn't lose anybody. Well, yes, we did. Because when Deacon, what was my buddy, the older Deacon? He was 104. Deacon, I can't think of his name now. Good Lord.
Deacon.
Right, but when he passed away, we couldn't do his funeral. Yeah, that was upsetting because
because he's a member.
104.
Members. You want to do, but you really
couldn't. We could not. We couldn't even risk it.
You have to have the right people taking temperatures and the right people saying, "Okay, sit over here." And the
Deacon
right
Thompson, thank you, Pastor.
I mean, you had to have all of that, and you still have to have all of that. And this is a volunteer thing.
Yes, and they have to be. Like even with how did you all's food pantry do when it first started?
Well, the food pantry now, trust me, the person that leads my food,
Y'all food pantry ain't no joke.
2, 3,
right, right. You got the military running.
Yeah, and so what it is that we have a door there.
True.
And we had people that would take turns going outside and just putting the bags in the cars.
And that was it.
And it's still working.
Oh wow.
And they're still doing it until they feel comfortable, which is fine with me. I don't have any problem with that. And they've been working.
And you won't have a crowd out there for it to be in LaGrange.
Yeah, but now you know what happens. I think we're one of the only ones.
Because of the rate, there's probably a big gap in between.
Yeah, because we do Westchester, May. I mean, you can come twice
in a month, right? Yes. Every other week.
And then if you really need something,
right? They have exemptions, yeah.
And so,
but I was shocked that you all, because remember we were doing the water thing in the midst of one of y'all food pantries,
right?
And I'm like, where did these folk come from? It was black, white,
right? Top Protestant Catholic, vegan. I don't know how you can be
vegan. What in the world? That's not that ain't of God. That wasn't what the Lord intended. That ain't what He.
Chicken must die that we must live. I need beef patty and cocoa bread.
You know what?
You said cocoa bread?
Yeah, beef patty and cocoa bread.
We just had some Caribbean.
Yeah, beef patty and cocoa bread. I need beef patty and cocoa bread.
Have you been to the? I ain't gonna bring food up again because we'll be on that again.
Let's do.
So going forward, so you did say you guys are about to try to expand your broadcast portion.
Yes, I have two people that were technological savvy.
Okay,
and they told us we needed 2 cameras, and then we're going to get on something where I can put the scriptures up there.
Yeah, it's a couple different options. We using 3 different options.
I mean,
because we just practice with stuff until we find something that works.
You tweak it until you get into the work.
And you have to do it within your budget.
Now that you're coming.
Because cameras are
cameras are expensive, but not only that, but this is what I found out. If you tell people what you need it for, they'll give.
That's true.
They'll give.
That's
if you tell them,
and in your case, you didn't have it at all.
Right.
So, and people were like, okay, now.
This is a T-shirt.
That's a T-shirt.
I think I will make that one.
You should make that one.
I can see the chicken running and chicken must die.
What else chicken do? Listen, I just started eating eggs in the last maybe 6 or 7 years.
What happened?
So I'm not never been over.
You had a bad egg at some point?
No, just growing up,
you ain't like eggs.
I like them now over very well. But anyway,
I could eat a dozen.
Well, listen, what else can a chicken do, child? I mean, it can't it can't do nothing else. It must die that we may live, and so must moo cow, and the poke meat.
Right, we went down. I got taken down to the Mastros. We back on food again. I got taken down to the Mastros for Father's Day.
Sure.
For Father's Day.
Talk good to him.
Right.
Tell him what the wife did.
Right. Took me
Sound
down.
good.
Miss King.
Took me down to the Mastros. Or was it Maestro? I ain't never get it right. Mastro apostrophe S.
Maestro.
Took me down to the Mastros and
good.
Yeah, had that good cow.
Now you know I'm upset because our spot is gone.
Oh yeah, don't bring that up. And then I put a crab boil or something in there. What the he talking about Al?
I know.
But
Tavern on LaGrange is down the street, and they got a tomahawk down there for $108. I ain't had it yet. But anyway,
I keep seeing Tavern on LaGrange. We got to visit.
They owned by the black people. They're a little expensive.
Tavern on LaGrange used to call my house phone. People used to be trying to call Tavern on LaGrange. They used to call my house phone in LaGrange because the numbers was one off. And I would answer the phone. They was like, "Yeah, is y'all got any pool tables free?" I'm like, "Who is this?"
We ain't him.
You gotta be like my grandma. She would take your order because I think Uncle Remus' number was almost the same as hers.
First of all,
she took a couple of orders.
What's wrong, baby?
Folks get down there,
my
man.
grandma took it, baby.
I called in. There's some woman. Ain't no woman over here.
Well, let it be one back there. I think it was you.
Yeah, it was you.
It sounds just like you.
But now, I mean, just trying to navigate through this whole thing.
Yes.
And also, I believe that there's going to be a surge in spirituality.
Okay.
Because
do you?
I believe there's going to be a surge in spirituality.
Help me with that one.
Because
I thought that, but I think my mind has changed.
Yeah, I think the thought about faith and what faith is.
Okay.
Is coming into question. about what faith is.
What it looks like.
Yeah, what it looks like. And the older you become, the more it turns, it becomes different. And I'm not saying that Tri-Station. Yeah, now
Stay on.
I'm gonna stay on time. We're gonna come back to it.
He can stay on. He can stay. He know how to come back.
What you trying to say?
Yeah, and
You
so
51.
this thing with faith. Told you 8. This thing about faith and who God is and my spiritual well-being and where I'm going, I think is going to come into question. I believe that's coming into question.
Okay.
So I think we're going to get that resurgence of, and then people need to be a part of a faith community.
So here is my thought when we talked about some churches not reopening. I was on, and I know some people are gonna say he go jumping on the church again. I'm not picking on nobody's church. I am saying that I believe that there are some churches that it was time for them to close. They were just hanging on anyway.
I can agree with that.
But because we still have so many churches,
Lord, thank you. Yes.
so many churches,
So many churches. So many churches.
So like where you are, like, and I share this story to people all the time. Prior to me, if I had never met you, I wouldn't know Second Baptist Church existed.
And there are still some people when I said LaGrange, black folk live out there?
Ain't no, and I remind you now, I lived in LaGrange Park from 2004 up until, ex-wife number 2.
And right, exactly. Praise the Lord. You ain't going nowhere, girl. Now, and I'm glad you said that. And it was very interesting to me last night because I've been following this episode in Florida, and I've been praying for them.
God, I forgot. Yeah,
and
that's
they
crazy.
keep on saying we need your prayers and those of you with faith.
Yeah, with that's it. Come on, talk
with faith, and come on, let's just face it. Thank you for the play, man.
That's the band. That's the band. I'm gonna introduce you to the band later.
Praise the Lord.
Right.
I think this whole, if one thing this pandemic didn't teach us, you got to have faith. And it was very important for you to be connected with a faith community.
Absolutely. You had to have somebody that you could talk to outside of who was in your house. Yeah.
Do you know how many funerals I've done at the funeral home and people say, "Sir, where's your church?" And I say, "I'm in LaGrange, but this is what you can do."
They looked at you crazy. Right.
What? And I'll feed the funeral on 159th Street. They went, but the surgence of faith and prayer, and we're praying desperately for those people in Florida. We're praying desperately.
Did you
for
see
those
that new
people.
number? 151 people that's not accounted
That's
for.
not accounted
First
for.
they didn't have any, but now all of a
They
sudden
had 99 at
Yeah.
first.
Oh, it was 99.
It was
Oh,
99.
now it's 151.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, they have people who are, and at this time, it doesn't make any difference if you're Catholic or Protestant. What they're doing is they have prayer visuals that, Lord, help them to find this person, help them find them alive, help them to do this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Here, listen, here it is. The question of the day is, no matter, the question is, well, okay, you've been teaching, you better, I'll teach you. God. The question of the day is, in the words of James Freeman, where is your faith at the end of the day?
Where is your faith?
Yeah, where is your faith? Where does your faith lie and your connection? And I believe that people now, during this pandemic, you've had a chance to sit and see what really means something to you.
Just like you said about the church service, you found out that there was a whole lot of stuff
That you was doing. That don't mean crap.
First of all, God wouldn't get none out of it.
You wouldn't get no glory.
And when nobody else get none out of it,
No.
but y'all just was doing it.
Yeah.
So what you found out is I don't need all this other stuff.
I don't need all this
all this
other
fluff.
minutia. Let me go head on. Let me first of all, let me be who I am in God, and also let me enjoy myself.
Come on now.
Let me enjoy myself,
Yeah.
because you know what we always talking about. I'm gonna retire and all this. Boo. Let's enjoy some of this right now. Now have some money. Now we all trying. We all trying to
Everybody
have
want a
some.
dollar. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, listen. Stop talking about it. Well, when I retire, I'm gonna go here. You may not make it, sugar.
We found how many 500 almost 600,000 died.
We gonna listen. It don't matter. Listen. I wants to see it. I wants to say I've been a part of it. As I told my friends, I don't turn 50 for a long time. 3 more years. But I want to go and see. I want to go to Africa to see where the Indian Ocean and Atlantic Ocean meets, and one is green and one is blue, and they don't turn color.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's God, children.
Yeah, that ain't, yeah.
Yeah, I need to go to Japan to see where the midnight sun comes up. That's God. I need to be able to see all of these things and to let me, I already know he's real.
Come on now, come on.
But I
Right.
need to be able to attest to this and then to show, and I'm getting into my sermon, I know it's time to go.
No, you good, man. Go ahead.
I have become, and my sermon Sunday is going to be based around this Richardson girl.
Richardson.
Shikari.
Chicago.
Oh,
Yes.
the sprinter.
Yes.
The sprinter. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Talk, man.
That girl has blessed my soul.
It's Flojo,
First of all,
2021 version.
First of all, she said, "I'm that girl," and you know, in the black vernacular,
Come
you know
on
really
now.
what she
You know
really
what that
said.
mean, right?
We know what
Right,
she said.
right. Put it on HBO. She
Yeah.
could have said the real.
Oh, she could have said the real. But she said, "I'm that girl."
Uh-huh.
But people don't understand. The question is, can you be called the one?
Oh my! Come on, sir. That's good.
You know, y'all tune in. I'm not gonna give it to y'all, but you need to tune in. She
better
said,
tune
"Yeah, y'all gonna tune in in a second. Take it back to church."
Please send all
What
donations.
time?
Right at 9:30.
9:30. I'm gonna get in there.
But she talks about I'm that girl. Did she even beat her own record?
Yeah.
And ran up there to her mama.
I ran up there to her grandmother.
Who laid hands on her?
Come on here.
Come on now.
Did you see that?
Did you see? She put
Put
up.
laid hands on her. And at the end, listen. She had that orange hair. She got them
Look here.
in her nose. She got them eyelashes. She got them nails. But she said, "What you all don't understand. You all don't understand what it took for me to get."
You don't know the work I put in.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and that's one of my points.
Because they only see the outside.
Yeah. I mean, you could say you're the one if you stuck to your regiments and you've done what you're supposed to do.
Come on, sir. Come on.
So I think this thing about faith and who we are in God and where we're going with God. I think this pandemic. I don't think it is. I'll stand on the rooftop and say this pandemic has brought us to this place. Now, and I'm gonna say this, and some people may not like me, even as it relates to politics. Now, Joe Biden may not have been the best choice, but he was what we needed.
Come on, sir. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they talking about it.
We needed something of tangible
Yeah, and somebody
to
that
restore what felt like was gone. Yeah.
I mean,
Because it felt like
on.
Pharaoh had took.
I mean, and Pharaoh couldn't talk, and Pharaoh could do whatever he wants to do. And I want to encourage all of my friends about these voting acts and all this
Yeah.
kind of foolishness
Yeah.
they got going back, trying to take us back in time. And because they're realizing the power
Yeah.
that we have. And so, since he got the band on,
Go ahead. You good. Oh, that was just for you. Go ahead. You good.
and I know our time.
We good.
And even talking about what has happened with the police person in Minnesota.
Yeah. Also, we didn't talk about that, but if y'all did not know, Chauvin got 22 and a half years. 22 and a half years. So 22 years plus 6 months. Now, what I found out later on watching was he's only going to be required to do at least 15.
And I wish there was a stipulation where he would have to. I was watching some program, and a young man had killed a girl in drunk driving, and he had to mail a check for $2 every week.
Restitution. Yeah.
Restitution.
Well, so there is and they left that part open. The state said they knew that he could not be. There was no fine for murder, but the state said, but we're going to leave this open to come back to court for something. But then there's still, I forgot that there's still some federal charges pending.
Oh, yeah, there's still some federal charges pending. And the thing about it is, I want him to not send it Cash App. I want him to write a check and send it to that address every week. That's what I need him to do so he can get it. I meet the charges.
I don't know what. Yeah, we gonna do this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and all that's just going on, and I need for those who need to hear this don't ever hear it. I need us to be careful.
Come on.
I mean, seriously, I need us to be careful. I mean, it's senseless killing over nothing, and and here it is, Dana, and this is so funny. And even though you're a few sad years older than I am, at first I used to get offended when the young boys called me old school. I used to get offended by that. You know, I'm gonna put on a hat and this, that, and the other, la 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 la. But I use that as a sign of respect. You gonna respect me because this old Negro ain't no telling what he gonna do.
Right.
Don't you run up on him.
Right. It never bothered me when my middle school kids was like, "Dang, you old."
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Because they was laughing. They was like, "Did y'all have like what did one of the kids asked me, what did y'all do without Google?"
We went to encyclopedias.
That's what he asked me, and we told them, and they didn't know what that was.
Yeah, Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah, right.
We went to libraries.
Leather bound.
Yeah.
Leather bound.
Leather.
My mama had a whole set.
Oh, we all listen. They came.
She might still owe money.
What you like?
Right, she might still owe money for it.
Ain't no telling. They're obsolete. They're dinosaurs. Listen, y'all. Okay.
Yeah, that's the elephant in the room. Senseless killing in the black. Yeah.
I mean, it's. I mean, and that's my friend Rico.
Let me. What do you before we get out of here? Like, what is from the time you had church being closed, even though you were still ministering, you were still preaching. Can you tell us what's some things that you personally are going to do differently after seeing this last 18 months as far as ministry goes?
I want us some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
I want all of us to be better connected.
Yeah.
And fellowship. I don't know what fellowship is going to look like.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Stop being so isolated.
Yeah, so isolated.
Mm-hmm.
But then we need to review what fellowship is like, because y'all, we're African Americans. We are a village. I don't care what nobody says.
Mm-hmm.
We are a village.
Mm-hmm.
And we love connection.
Yes.
When the people started coming back to church, I had to tell them, y'all cut the lights off. Y'all stay on in here, talk all y'all want to go. I'm finna go to the house. Y'all be sweet. And
yeah,
then
he got to take 5 steps to the house. But anyway,
right. And let's work on let us work on remembering that we need to draw more people.
Mm-hmm.
And they may not look like y'all. They may not act like y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I don't have a problem with them. Young man, take their head off in church.
Yeah.
But I have to tell them, like, if you in the courtroom, what will happen?
Yes, that's it. That's it.
And I want you to give the same respect to God as you would
to that judge. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay? And so that's something.
But see, that's the way that's teaching without offending.
Exactly.
Right. And I am. Everybody knows that I am. And the kids in my school, I am the worst person when it comes to pants sagging around your butt.
Listen,
it does something to my insides.
Well, you know what? I had to tell the boys. I said it's amazing to me that you're walking around showing your behind, and you always hanging around boys. Is that an indication that you're trying to tell me something?
And so I know I did this, and school is out now, so ain't nobody, they probably ain't gonna say nothing. But I literally showed some of the boys at my school. On my phone, videos of where that mess came from.
Yes.
And they looked at like, wait a minute, what? I said, yes. I said, that's what this is. That's what you're signaling.
Yeah.
Right. And then I told him, I said, even Jay-Z pulled his pants up.
Yes, sir.
I said, and I showed the video. I said, Jay-Z said, when I'm on stage, this is for performance purposes. He said, but when I go in the boardroom, he said, my Tom Ford ain't sagging. Come on now.
Come on. No. Right.
When I'm signing $1 million deals.
Yes. This ain't sagging.
This ain't no sagging here.
I got to present myself.
Right. And so you're trying to, and I tried to tell him, I said, you all are trying to look like folks that have already made it.
Yes. You got to get there.
You got to get there. Now if you get $2-3 million in the bank, if that's how you want to walk around, I said, but right now you just look crazy.
Yes.
Right?
I need y'all to get it together.
So, one of the things that I was so happy about this year's graduation is I didn't see any of the young men, even though our graduation was outdoors, I didn't see any other young men with their pants sagging.
Well, we didn't. I'm at a military school. And
yeah, there they go. Yeah, bless the Lord.
My folk wasn't playing that football. Anyway.
So that's what you want to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I was wondering.
There's just this element of fellowship and getting back to here. It is just really getting back to the basics, y'all. Let's
we did kind of go. Our attempt to raise our levels of worship turned into either concerts or
Jesus
productions, and you overproduced church service.
Overproduced.
And people say overproduced meaning you do so much with lighting and smoke screens, and you got all this stuff happening, and this is why I say people got exposed, because now all that stuff went away.
Yes.
And now you just got to stand there, as my mom would say, flat foot and sing or preach.
And here it is. What about the cross? What about the cross?
Well, hell. We don't talk. We got scared to say hell in the pulpit.
At the end of the day, listen, y'all. It's about a cross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the story.
That's what the whole thing is about.
Yeah,
a savior on the cross.
Yeah, before and after.
Hey, at the end of the day, listen. And the old preacher used to kill him every Sunday and get him up. He died and moved him down in blood. All that started rocking like a drunken man. Oh, he died, stayed in the grave all night Friday, all day Saturday, all night Saturday night. But early, y'all ain't helping me. Early Sunday morning, he got up with all power in his hand. Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, exactly. The cross sits on the table and hangs on the wall, not to shoot. That's for preaching, baby.
See?
Jesus. Yes, sir. Did it get up in you? Say all right.
Yeah, the band act of food get you going now. Okay. Woo, Lord.
All right. Praise him.
Praise the Lord. Right. What's your cash app? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, right. It was good to be. You know what? I ain't got cash app no more. I mean,
you
they messed
told me
me
you
up.
got the Zelle.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I got the Zelle. And it was so good being here with the Kings
man,
tonight.
I told you, any Friday that you on this side of town, just come on through.
I'm going to come on through.
Because he's going to Florida. That's why he's here.
Yes, because I won't make it to the
Right, he ain't
1,000
gonna make it to
episode.
the celebration next week.
He's not going to make it to the 1,000 broadcast.
Celebration.
Right. Look, call in. We call in. Well, see, because we got this new technology now, while you're in Florida, we can send you a link. And you can put your phone up and you'll be on the broadcast.
Well, see, I'm gonna be driving back.
Oh no, well that's okay. We don't want you driving and trying to talk. And, we ain't taking that responsibility for Second Baptist. We not gonna. Yeah, we not. Yeah.
Well, listen, we love you all. Can we have a word of prayer, if you will?
Yeah, absolutely. So hold on. Let me band. Come on, go ahead, sir.
God of heaven, we thank you for who you are in our lives, and we thank you for your keeping power and your love and kindness. We thank you, God, for this outlet wherein we can talk and to converse with your people, to give them strength to go forward in faith. God, we pray for those in Florida. We pray for those loved ones, God, those who are searching for their loved ones, haven't heard from their loved ones. God, you still have all power, and we thank you for it. We ask, God, that you would watch over not just us, not just our family, but everyone we're connected to. God, keep our children as they're out of school, and be with our teachers and our administrators even during this time. God, they thank you because you hold the world in the hollow of your hand. God, keep us. Be with us. We love you. We give your name the glory and honor shall be thine. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Hey, y'all, we got to go. If you got to drive through this special city we call Chi-Town, y'all know what to do. Keep your head on the swivel. 2 T's, 1 L, 1 O. We out.
Be sweet.
Like this, take the limits off.
Seconds.